Well, greetings everyone, and thank you so much for jumping back into another video of the series Technical Analysis. So this is a very important video that I have already talked about, and we're going to talk about Solana. As you can see, my prediction that happened accurately. But first, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin before we talk about Solana, because everything that happens to Sol will be directly related to Bitcoin. Okay, so I really want to explain you this breakup structure that happened on 15th June. So today we have 26th June, and it was almost like 10 days ago. So you see, look at this structure. The market was continuously creating these lower lows and the higher lows. If you go back up, you can see drop down created this lower low and this higher low, then another lower low, then another higher low, lower low, and a higher low. So when do we have a change of structure? You can see that this place, it created a lower low, and however, even though this is a higher low, but I think this is for the first time it is trying to create a higher low. So that would break this structure, and the new possibility would be something like this one. This could happen if this is successful. However, if we fail this level, if we drop below this level, then I'm pretty sure that, I mean, it is very certain that if you're breaking this level 19,880 84, whatever it is. So if you break below this level, this is your order block. You have some orders here, right there. You see there, you had those orders. They took the price to this range, and you came back and hopped the same place, and you have the same almost rejection on this point. So we also have formed up this range. You can see these two yellow lines. This is your range that you can consider while looking at Bitcoin. But the next possibility that I think would be this one. If this support is broken, until we stay above this support line, this is an obvious move that this price is trying to go towards this place. If I want to show you, like, let me invert the chart. So you see, if we invert the chart, we can see this was a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, and a higher low. And now you can see that this is your point of control, this place. If you fall below this, you come here, you can create a double bottom. And if you come here and you create a double bottom, that will definitely mean you need to break below this. If you fail to break below this double bottom pattern, that will take you back to this area. Let's just keep that simple. So let me invert it back. So here is your scenario. You can see here, but even though at this point, if you jump to 1 hour time frame, I mean, I always try to look at multiple possibilities on every time frame. Okay, so the pattern that I'm expecting to get formed, the double top pattern or the double bottom pattern, it has already formed up right here at the place where we are. You see here, this is almost coinciding with that, and it is a double top pattern. But we can get a trend line on the lower time frame, I think. Okay, let me just make it a little better one. Okay, now perfect. So we have this trend line on the short time frame, on the 1 hour time frame. So what happens if you break below this trend line? You get to this order block, this one, and if you fall below this one, you get to 17. So I would call this would be your point of control for Bitcoin. So that's it. Let's go to Solana. Okay, now you check out for this soul. I have been guiding you each step on Solana. I have been analyzing souls from every point, every single move that I talk about on Sol. You see that the price came here, we had a BOS, and we came back, we changed the structure, we created a new order block right below, above this point a little bit. I talked about accumulation of Solana right on this point. I updated in multiple communities as well in my own community that this is the place that you need to be looking forward if you want to gather a lot of soul. Well, many people did actually, and this is a good move. So we have these good bullish structure for some time. Let's say it is continuously creating these higher highs, which is good for Sol. I mean, let's stretch this trend line, and I might want to erase everything, this thing. Let me just quickly clean it up. This is such a mess I do here on these things. So let me just clean it up real quick. Okay. So we have this trend line that is not confirmed yet. I don't take into consideration these two tap trend lines. I need one more confirmation, and I believe that soon we are going to have that confirmation. This would be very important. If the Solana is holding this trend line, it can go further up following this line. But if you fail to hold this trend line, you could be falling back to your previous order blocks, which would be this place. Definitely this place. Sorry, not this place. This place, $34, and then second order block would be $27. So, and talking about the resistance, the major resistance, the bigger resistance, Solana, you can see this right now. It is breaking. It is trying to break the resistance, and it has also created this inverse head and shoulder pattern. You can see here. Let me just quickly. Where do you find that? Okay, I would use pencil. I mean, I will always forget where are these. So this is your one shoulder, this is your head, and this is your another shoulder. What would be your targets? This would be your neckline. I mean, this one would be neckline. This is your target. Simply grab this thing and make it here, and there you go. So I would target for $45 if this neckline is broken, and that would be exactly coinciding with this resistance 44.90, and that would be great. That would be a great quick scalping trade if you want to take the trade. I mean, this is not a financial advice, but if you want to take the trade, you may go for it, but make sure you have a good closing above this region. And if we look at a bigger time frame, I mean, this would create a doji. This would be a single candle. Oh, it is a doji candle right there, you can see. So that's experience speaking. So anyways, on okay, we see at the what do we call that, the bigger time frame, the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, I still want to close above this region. That would be a better confidence and a better a trade option if we close above this one. However, if you even talk about the daily time frame, there should be a retracement at least to this place. It should come back on this place on a previous order block for another good entry. Anyway, for shorter time frame, we have already done the entry, but for longer time frames, we need another confirmation. So that, I think that will be it for the Solana. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the content, if you like the video, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.